Where's Tony?
I'm
Hi, yay, there you are.
I'm finally here. How are you doing,
Yay,
Nancy?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. I get to talk with you,
Thank
a
you.
national treasure. Uh,
Ah,
First of all, it's been a long time since we've spoken. I think it might be back to I married an axe murderer. I
no
mean,
way. Really?
back when
That's the 90s. I mean, dare I say,
we were
I
both 12.
yes, well, yeah, maybe 15, but yeah, okay.
Congratulations on
Thank you.
Ride. This is a deep dive into family dynamics.
Yeah, it really is. I first of all, I'm loving it. I love the show. I love the character. And I love this life on the ranch and what these characters are challenged with. Yeah, it's a deep dive. It's a deep dive into family and all of the nuances that make that up. And I'm enjoying myself, and I feel like we've even formed a family outside of the show.
Well,
So
that's
that's
terrific.
a nice bonus.
Those are I think the things that bring people back to series is they feel part of a family.
I think so, and I think with for this family, I mean, all of these characters are very identifiable, and you come to actually love them. And as the episodes go on, the stories become addicting, and you just want to be with them every week and see what they're going through, and are they going to achieve their dreams and what they want to have, and then what's in the way. There's definitely a lot of things, a lot of obstacles and secrets that come to be revealed.
Are you good with horses?
Am I good with horses? So let's put it this way. I think horses are very good to me.
I'm good.
They are very forgiving, knowing that they have somebody on their backs that really, I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. I did get some horseback riding lessons and was very brave. And it was all good until the horse started moving. And then it gets tricky for me.
John Wayne said you can have the most brilliant actors on horseback, but it becomes the horse's scene.
Very much so. And I have to tell you, the horses that we worked with were more professional than many actors I've worked with. They knew where their mark was, they knew when to stop, even though I'd be saying, no, we have to go. They would say, no, this is where my mark is. So they were very, very professional. And I do have to say, I'm an animal lover anyway. And just being around all of these animals and working with them was a highlight.
Tell me a little bit about Isabel McMurray. I mean, she's a strong and dynamic woman.
Isabel McMurray, yes, is the woman that I play, and I have to say, I recognized her as soon as I read the script, and I thought, this is every woman. This is a woman I'm dying to play because she's not just the accessory for some man. She is everything. She's the show. She's has all of the components of a full-fledged human being. We see her joy, we see her grief, we see her strength.
Mm.
We just see a fully realized person, which honestly, I don't know that we've seen maybe since Barbara Stanwyck on The Big Valley. And I'm honored to play her. And I just love her tenacity and her honesty and her passion for her ranch and family.
Mm.
And yeah, I think she's a champion.
Do you take on a role because the character is like you or unlike you?
I don't. I think when I take on a role, I look for the things in the character that are like me. So that's where I go in. Where do I identify with this person? And I think conversely, that translates to people watch a show because they want to see, maybe they want to see somebody that's different from them. But when you're watching a family week to week, you want to see people that are like you, and you want to imagine yourself and say, well, what would I do in that situation? Gosh, what is she going to do? And maybe this is somebody I identify with. And I think for me and for Isabel, I think she's very much a person that people, not just women of a certain age, but people can identify with.
You mentioned Barbara Stanwyck in the Big Valley, and this has that kind of vibe. We're getting back, I think, and especially with Hallmark, we're getting back to great family entertainment that people can watch week after week.
Yeah, I agree. I think our show Ride is bringing us right back to great family entertainment. That's a big show. It's not just a small little intimate little story. It's a story that grows and gets bigger and bigger. It's like a steamroller, and certainly we're coming to the end of our series, and it's gathering speed, and there's going to be quite an explosive ending that I think people will be pretty surprised about and maybe excited about.
Well, along with that, I mean, with the drama and the action, there's a wisp of humor running through the show too, which is delightful.
I can't help myself. I mean, I have to bring humor. I mean, it's how I look at life. I think I'm a glass half full person, and it's the two sides of the drama mask, the happy and the sad. So I think there's always a way to look at life that has some kind of humor to it.
Do you miss walking on a stage, doing live?
I do and I don't. I just did a play in Santa Barbara, which I'm always looking to get on the boards, as it were. And I live, but also live to me is just working with other people, and in this case, animals. I mean, there was a newborn foal on our show that was just, we watched it grow up for 4 months, and was probably the hammiest actor on the whole shoot.
Well, I've been working on a new play called 12 Angry Men and a Baby in Europe. But I
Send
don't.
me the script. Let's go.
It's just something I've been wanting to tell you. Anyway, and your voice work is spot on. I just love hearing your voice in different things.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, thank you. It's yeah, it's my voice.
Well, my aunt was June Foray, the voice
Oh,
actor.
no kidding.
Yeah,
Wow.
and so I have an ear for that kind of thing growing up in that business, and you do such a great job.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, thanks. Yeah, it's interesting because people, I think, they will see me and they won't maybe recognize me physically, but they'll say, "I heard your voice, and I knew that was you." So it's one of my identifiable characteristics, I guess.
In our final seconds we have, what do you think audiences are going to take away from watching Ride?
Well, I think audiences are going to be anxious for more of it. I think it's a very addictive show, and I think they are going to love being in the presence of this family. And I think at the end of the day, there's going to be just sort of gratitude that there's a show that they can all watch together as a family and enjoy and sit at the edge of their seats and be moved by, and maybe look at each other and say, "Gosh, we got it good."
Well, it's such a love letter to the Canadian countryside too. What a
Oh
beautiful.
my gosh, it's exquisite. It's gorgeous. And in case people don't know, we're film it in Calgary, which is a substitute for Colorado, and it's exquisite land.
Absolutely. Nancy, it's such a pleasure to catch up
Thank
with you
you. My
and
pleasure.
chat with you. Congratulations on everything, and just take care.
Thank you. You as well. Yeah, and don't let it be so long next time.
I promise I'll reach out somehow.
Okay, good.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.